Blah. Y'all already know what it is. Your boy Yaakov, what it do? The outlet to reality, the holders podcast in Vegas and Chicago. What up? This is the place where you want to hide from your drama or maybe hide from your baby mama. Just kidding. Y si tú quieres cambiar tu vida, if you want to change your life, then subscribe. Ching. And by the way, guys, I have a very special book. It's called Shabbat in Chicago. I just published it. It's about an audacious single mom who opens her heart and home to five adopted kids while embracing her Latino culture while being Jewish. And today we have a very, very special guest. I consider a friend, a brother. He is one of the best power slap fighters of all time. Give it up for the one and only Vernon. Woo!
Oh man, how are you guys doing?
Oh man, we're doing great, brother. I was ready for that, man. My heart started beating, my palms got heavy. I'm saying. But look,
That's fun.
I do want to share a little story so our fans get to know us, right? So, for those who don't know, I met Vernon back at the weekend of the Super Bowl. It was Thursday. Crazy thing happened. I'm there with a bunch of YouTubers, influencers at Circa. We're just waiting in line, to get escorted. And we see Vernon come in, right? My boy looking fresh. He's even having the shirt that said, slap. I was like, yo, that's my boy. That's my boy. So he comes in, I meet him, his wife, very humble people. I could already tell they're like very, kind. And I love that. I love the, authenticity. The crazy thing is, we go, all of us, right? We go to Legacy. It's like a very special club where it takes you to the rooftop of Circa. You get to see the whole view of like the strip, and it was so cool, even Fremont. But it was like the craziest thing I've ever experienced. I've been there like 3 times. But after that, we thinking like the night's over. We go to one of the biggest mansions in Vegas. We go to a party. I'm so excited. We go together. We meet also a lot of like influential boxers. The owner of the house was the CEO of Monster, which was big. Not only that, that house used to be Conor McGregor's. That's even a plus. Cha-ching! So it was just crazy. We network, chit chat. And then after the night, this is my favorite moment. Vernon's like, man, I got to get ready for my fight tomorrow. I said, yeah, brother, you want to hop in with me? I'm going to take an Uber. So we hop in together. So funny because the driver that we had, anything I said or my boy Vernon said, she was so against what we had to say. It was so crazy. It was
It
like,
was nuts. It was just
right.
nuts. I could have said the sky was blue, and she's like, "Nah, it's purple." I mean, it's purple. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's purple. It was nuts. It was crazy.
Right. She was trying to argue that you don't know about Kansas and you're from Kansas, man.
Like I've lived here my whole life. I mean, and she's like, "Oh no, I got people live there. It's oh," and I'm like, "That's not how it is. Like it's okay, but
Right. Oh man. Yeah, it was crazy, man. But I do want you to share too. What was your, first impression when you met all of us and any like your favorite memories from that night?
honestly, it was just the fact that like how I'd say how normal you guys are. Like, people expect like a lot of influencers to just be, you know, camera this and then you're different on off the camera. But they seem to be pretty flow on what was going on and how they acted continuously. Um, you know, honestly, it was just funny seeing, not so Jake Paul, not so Logan Paul. And I knew who they were. And then I saw Trap Daddy and I was like, I know Trap Daddy. So we all just started talking, and I just love how when you're in Vegas, and as long as you're a humble person and you're like willing to talk to people, you can network and get to meet people, and I thought that was probably the best thing that happened.
Wow, that's amazing, brother. That's amazing. And please, tonight's about you, right? I'm so excited you're on the show. Please tell us your journey, right? Growing up in Kansas, doing a lot of sports. I know you were big into sports, and like how you got into being a power slap fighter. I think is so cool. And a lot of people they have questions like the process to be qualified, because you're the big timer. So please, please, if you can spill the beans, maybe not the cheese, but it'll mean a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I started out just as any normal kid, but in the Midwest, uh, it's competitive, but it's at a like a medium level. It's not like when you're on the East Coast or the West Coast and everything's just crazy competitive. But so I was able to play baseball as a kid, and then end up running track and playing football. And a lot of people don't realize a lot of great athletes come from the Midwest. And I mean, like right now, I mean, the head coach of the Bengals played at a community college in Kansas, Butler Community College. The head coach of Michigan played at Butler Community College, which is just down the road from us. Jordy Nelson, he was from Riley County. He's 20 minutes from me, 30 minutes from me. Tyreek Hill, he played at I think it was Coffeyville, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. But I mean, there's a lot of athletes that come there and then grow from there. So me, I went. I was always like, I was great. I was good, but I was never like next level. Which a lot of people think, when they see their kids, like, oh, this guy's going to be professional and all this stuff. And I always have to reality check people. I'm like, I was probably the closest person you know that didn't go. So I have a pretty high opinion on that. But I loved track, honestly, and I did that, and it's super hard sport. Played football super hard. Didn't go D1. Had some offers, but I didn't take them. I thought I deserved money. I thought I deserved scholarships, and so I just was an idiot and didn't take my opportunities. But now, if you look at college, like I definitely would have took the opportunities because like they get to get paid, they get all this stuff. It's crazy. So after that journey, I didn't go to college. I started bodybuilding, and it was a small term of my life, bodybuilding, because I met some guys that were MMA fighters, and one thing led to another. I had a few fights, and things went great, and I did, and then I went to the Highland Games, and I threw in the Highland Games because I'm pretty strong for my size. So I did that, and then I had a family. I took time off, did the family life, have kids, all that, and then one of the guys I was supposed to fight in bare knuckle, he ended up getting a call from Power Slap, and they're like, who would you like to go against? And he's like, Vernon Cathey, like this guy. So thank you, Devin Schwan, because Devin Schwan got me here. So after that, one thing led to another. We had the first match, and I won, and the rest is history. But the main thing they looked at, honestly, was like, my history. It's like, okay, this guy competed in this guy competed in this guy did this. He's actually an athlete. So as soon as they told me the requirements and what we were doing, I was like, yeah, I'm in, and here we are.
Wow. That's crazy. That's so crazy. And like everything, it is changed. Like it grew progressively, and it
It
took
was, it
time.
was progressively, and a lot of people think that like everything's instant, and um, and there's luck involved. I mean, he knew someone that knew someone, and that happened. But once you're given the opportunity, it's what you do with it. So as soon as I was given the opportunity, and I knew who it was for, it's for Dana and Hunter and Frank, and I was like, I can't mess this up. Like you have to do it. So
Wow. And the crazy thing is, like, I know that you can't flinch, which I know you don't flinch. I already could tell you don't flinch. And what makes you very unique compared to other fighters is that you're also a mechanic. So your hands are really strong. I already know because you got to grab the tool, unscrew if you're changing the brakes, you already automatically have strong hands. Some people they just don't. They just I don't know. They probably wash dishes, but you on the other hand have an advantage. I feel because all this family member. Look at that. Yes, that's how I know, brother. That's how I know. You see?
I mean, if you look at that, that's me holding my hands straight.
Oh,
that's just from life of, being a mechanic and fighting and other competitions. And yeah, so you got, I mean, look at that meat.
Yeah, brother. I don't want to mess with that because I've seen your videos, bro. I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. Your video the next day is funny because that night of the party when we had to go, you're like, man, I gotta get some sleep because I have my fight the next day. Crazy thing, guys, if you didn't see it, my boy had his fight, right? He won, right? Of course. My boy's gonna win. I already knew. But the thing is, it went viral because the way the guy knocked out was crazy, bro. It's like he was trying to hold the table and he just tried to hold it. And it was like the coolest thing. And, a lot of people don't understand it's not your jaw that, like, you have to train. It's your brain, like, your head shakes after you get slapped. Like, people don't understand that. It's all a mental game. And I asked you, right? This one of our most personal I said, brother, how do you keep your mind from not like getting, going crazy, like what's going through your head? And you know you basically, like, if you can kind of dive into that, like your mindset, because I thought it was really deep. I thought about like Star Wars, how you're like a Jedi, you know what I'm saying? You know how to use the force, you know what I'm saying?
So, the thing is, you have to, going into any competition, you have to be able to accept the outcomes, whether it's good or bad. And I think that's what that brings you to the next level. Like you have to accept that you could lose. You have to accept you could win, and things going past that. That's how you stay calm. If you're up there and you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose, you're in your head. If you're up there and you're like, oh, I fucking got this, I got this, like, you're in your head. So I think going in there knowing that it's okay to lose and it's okay to win, I think that's the best thing. And then just, at the moment you need, that's when you add the intensity. And that's what I did with this fight. I mean, or this match. Normally I'm overly calm. So there's a happy medium. So I just made sure that I was able to get pumped up at the right time.
That's amazing, brother. It's just so cool how, like, the process, your mindset, brother. I'm trying to be like you, bro. I'm telling you, trying to be like Master Yoda. I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there yet, brother. But
It's hard. There's certain people in life, and I'm one of those people. Like, it really takes a lot to get me excited. Like when I say, like, in a like a car accident or something like that. Like, I could be in a car accident and be calm and just think of the next situation. Like, what do we got to do? What do we got to do? So even when I fought, that was the biggest thing, was like slowing things down, being calm. Because you see a lot of guys that just go intense and they go crazy and lose a lot of energy mentally and physically. So yeah, the best bet is just learning to control your emotions.
wow, that's beautiful, brother. I love that, man. And he's a philosopher. You know what I'm saying? I love it so deep, brother. It's so deep. I got the chills. I got the chills. But look, but brother, look, I want you to, one of my last questions I have for you, right? And this is a very personal one, but I think it's powerful. How do you balance, right? Being a fighter, going on tour, being a father, a husband, having kids. How do you like balance it all? Like, what's your, I guess, your way of making sure you have time for everything? Like, what do you do?
There's no secret there, or it's just surrounding yourself with good people. My wife, she's great, she's amazing. Shannon helps me more than anyone. Supportive. My family supportive. My kids are supportive. I truly believe who you surround yourself with is what you'll be, and that's they want me to win. They want me to do best. Do good for myself. So surrounding myself with those people, that is how I balance everything out. Is they can accept, oh well, I have to leave, I have to go do this, or like when we're here, like, hey, we got to do family time. So I think that's where a lot of people make a mistake, is it's all me, 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 when it needs to be us. Like, even my friends, if they could come, I'd let them come. Like, Shannon brings her friends to the competitions. I think the best bet is just to be oriented as a group and keep your group together that care about what you're doing.
Wow. I like that. I like that. That was deep, brother. That was deep, man. Deeper than ever. No, it's true because if you surround yourself with people that steal, right? You're gonna steal naturally, right? Because you're with that crowd. But if you're with people that, like you said, care about you, they want what's best for you, that they're honest with you. If you're messing up, you need that because having people that are honest and you know what I'm saying? I love that mentality, what you just said, and I think that's great. I could tell, brother, you a family guy. I like that. I like that. That's really
I try to be as best I can. Sometimes I stray from the path, but it's a hard life. So without their help, it wouldn't be possible.
oof, oof. I love that, man. Love that, man. Brother, look, I wanted to tell you, right? Thank you for being on the show. It's an honor. I'm so happy. I can't wait to see you again in Vegas. Part two. Just amazing, right? I can't wait, brother. So I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. This is the Outlet to Reality, the holdest podcast in Vegas and Chicago every Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ching. Y'all know where to find me. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, the Outlet to Reality. My Snapchat is Take One Pass It, and my TikTok is at Yaakov28. And Vernon, where can my fans find you?
You can just find me on Facebook and Instagram. It's Vercules 200, and if you just Google my name or search my name on any platform, I'm the only guy in America with that name, so it just like pops right up. So Vernon Cathey, you just look it up and you find me. And I just want to thank you guys, and once again, me running into you and Trap Daddy and Overflow, and going to the party, just living life. And I appreciate you guys, helping me out there.
Course, brother. You family. You family. You're already part of the group. You know what I'm saying? You're already part of the team. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.